What's up guys, it's Joe and welcome to my channel. Today we are looking at a legendary piece of equipment. Coveted from all corners of the globe. Seeked, searched for, talked about in the far reaches of equipment forums. Whispers seeping into your dreams from afar. It's the Zoom B2 bass pedal. Okay. So the Zoom B2 bass effects pedal was brought out in 2005 by the company Zoom, and it's pretty much what it says on the tin. It's a multi-effects pedal designed for bass. It's got a bunch of patches on, each using different effects, cabs, and EQ stuff. It's designed to be a kind of one-stop shop for everything you need for your bass tone and bass effects. It has a bunch of built-in effects which are controlled by this top left knob here. You've got compression, wah, drive, synth effects, high and low EQ, delay, reverb, pretty much what you'd expect from a unit like this. And you can power it via just a normal pedal power supply unit or a bunch of AA batteries. So as of making this video, it's 2022, and I was struggling to find a price for it because it is old. On GAC, it just says contact the buyer. On eBay, you can pick it up for around £56. I mean, honestly, I would have thought it would be cheaper. This eBay listing has it called a junk Zoom B2. Is it broken? No, that's just how they described it. It's a bit harsh, maybe. So we're here at my desk, and I figure why not plug it in, show you how it sounds. For this demo, I'm going to use my Dingwall NG2. Which I think probably gives the pedal the most chance to sound good, maybe. I think it's fair to say. I haven't got a rubbish bass to put into it, so I don't know how it fares if you are using a less than ideal bass. So the first thing I should say is it has the worst interface known to man. I even needed to look up the bloody user manual, which in my opinion, if you need to look up a user manual on how to use the user interface, it's probably not a very good one. No offense. The thing that confused me the most was the strange hieroglyphics you get in this central part, which just make no sense. I worked it out eventually, I think, but some of it, I just don't know what it means. So this is like how it loads up, and then you can just go through different patches that come by default. See, what is that? Oh, it's a B. So the sound quality isn't terrible. I wouldn't go so far as to call it good, but it's not terrible. I think where it does well is the kind of modulation, wah, phaser effects, because I guess those sounds are kind of cheesy just by the inherent quality of what they are. And I do think it does those okay. Stuff like this. What the fuck is that? Cleans are fine. Most of them are pretty muffled. So the way you get the effect on, you scroll through and then it says off. See, what does this mean? Drive. What are we on? High EQ maybe? I don't know. Comp. So this is the compressor. You've got CP. Don't know what that means. Probably compressor. And off. If you want the compressor on, you can then use these effects type things to scroll through. Oh, I don't know. And then, yeah, I mean, you can go and put... And then each effect has a couple different types of that effect. Drive has a fair few different options to choose from. Okay. What have I done? Oh, is that just a click? That's nice. And then, yeah, you've got like, you know, I mean, these are supposedly different delays and they sound a little different, but they're not drastically different, I must say. Then you got your reverb. So that, yeah, okay, let me see, right. This is after about a day of using it as well, and I'm still tripping up over myself. Maybe it's me, okay? I don't know. Nice reverb there. So I don't understand. R upside down U, maybe an N. I don't know. It needs to be clearer. You could have put a slightly bigger display on, maybe. That's all I'm saying. And so I was looking for a nice distorted tone for use in a metal playthrough, perhaps. It's fair to say I struggled to find one. But then I found a gem hidden in the rough. Patch C1. And I thought that this was actually not too bad sounding. It's got what I look for in a distorted tone, which sounds to my ears like a split tone. So it's kind of like a clean bass region and then a distorted mid and high range, which is what I look for in a bass tone for distortion. And so I thought, what would it sound like if I put it in a mix and made a little tune? So I did that. So in this playthrough about to come up, all the bass tracks were recorded directly through the Zoom pedal. Some of it has EQ and compression on, which I'll show you afterwards. And there are 2 guitar tracks, but that's it. Everything else is bass and drums. Check it out. So as you can hear, it does kind of stack up in a mix. I was pleasantly surprised by that distorted bass tone. I previously started writing this with a different one, but then came across this coveted patch and went with that. So this is the mix I've got going on. This is all drums. These are all different bass tones, and then these are the guitars here. I should have labeled them. That's my bad. But you know, when an artist is working, you don't stop to label. So where are we? Here we are. So this is the processing I've got on the main bass tone. So as you can see, this EQ, which looks kind of drastic, but we're not reaching even 6 dB on any of these moves, apart from the filters, obviously. So that's with it on, and this is it off. And then on. So just cleaning up some of the mids and boosting some of that higher scrapey pick attack. I've got that then running into a compressor. I did engage the compressor on the Zoom pedal, so I then didn't need to use 2 compressors in the signal chain in Logic, which I normally do. One to one to exaggerate the pick attack, and then one to just even out the overall dynamics. The compressor on this was doing the pick attack for me, so then I just did one to do the overall dynamics. And then off, on, and then crucially, last in the chain, I used Waves R bass, which creates harmonics in the low end, which I wanted just to thicken it out because it was sounding a bit thin without it. This is with it off. Then on. So not doing loads, but doing enough to make a difference. So that's really not much processing for the bass at all. Then for these like little, for this chorus bridge, chorus-y, as in the chorus effect, and then this bridge section, I just filtered and pull out a little bit of the lower mids. Same on both. And then for these like side effects, I had to do some pretty drastic bits on these. You can see a big old filter cutting a little bit of some resonance there, and then a big old boost just to bring out the tonality that I wanted. But still, all of the sort of effects are straight from the Zoom. So you can hear reverb and delay there, both straight from the Zoom pedal. It's quite a pleasant sound, I think. And then this crazy synth patch, I just panned. It doesn't have any kind of pan control because it's just a mono out. So I put a pan man from Sound Toys on afterwards just to move it around the stereo field. So what are my thoughts about this pedal? I'm pretty indifferent, which isn't the best thing to say about a product. It's not rubbish, but it's not good. There's really only a couple usable, clean, and distorted tones you can pull from it, in my experience. The other effects are fine, but not enough to want to buy it, if that makes sense. I'd say it's worth, in 2022, to save up a bit more money and get something a bit better for probably not much more money at all. You could probably spend 20, 30 quid more than buying one of these secondhand and get a much superior product that you'll probably be a lot happier to. And you know, I'm not trying to bash Zoom. This is a product from 2005. Things have obviously moved on a long way since then, but I thought it would be fun to just see, is it worth buying in 2022? And probably not, no, I'll be honest. But I was actually really impressed with that distorted bass tone. I gotta give it to him for that. You know, I'm not gonna reach for this when I make my next song, but it's one of those things that could be fun to just have lying in a dark, damp room somewhere in case you need it one day. You know, you can hook up synths through it or use it as like an outboard effect for weird stuff. You know? Yeah, all right. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. I hope that was fun. Don't know if it was informative, probably not, but at least entertaining. If you're new to the channel, make sure to like and subscribe. It really helps, obviously. And stick around for weekly videos from me, Joe Hamilton. Goodbye.